Welcome back! It's time for game 2. Quick switch between games. And we are now facing game 2, and johntabin has it in his hands to finish this series 2-0. Maybe Billick will fight back. We'll find out right now. Let's switch over.
What's going on? Welcome back for game 2. We got these runners loaded up. And we are getting ready to get going. Welcome back, Red Octorok. All right. They are released. So we had just learned to. Oh, that was in the chat. So I don't need to say that out loud. That Bill was on the old JSR's old route. That's why it was slightly different. Alrighty.
I feel like sometimes reading the chat is helpful later on, because if you're just watching the video casually, you don't know what the chat's saying.
Yeah, totally. So and it's good that we can kind of repeat that back too, I guess, for the adult aren't watching the chat. And here we go. We are off.
All right.
So
good luck,
as
racers.
yeah, absolutely. As Trez was saying, this is the best of 3 series. So John's in the driver's seat here. He takes this game, and the series is over. Bill wins it, and we're going to a game 3.
I accidentally clicked in to only see Billick's, which would not be helpful to commentary. But now I'm good.
I've done that too. The on a side note, the layouts to comm over here at ZSR are really nice. Like everything's right here in one place for you, and it's really cool. So Don is again going top route.
And no
Just like
bomb
last
luck
time.
again.
For Bill, yeah. 40% chance is all you got, so you're more likely to not get a bomb, slightly than get a bomb. John takes a hit there, which
I say if he did get it, he would get a little bit of a lead on John, but you can see, like, just going up, you guarantee that bomb.
Yep. John got lucky there too because he lost his beams, and sometimes the bats can not come in with your reach.
That's a beautiful pattern there. John got it like boom, boom.
Yep, just like last time. He's getting some favorable.
I think, I don't want to speculate, but John might have been practicing this, so.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Billick did not get a bomb luck on that either. So.
Well, the last bomb, that last guy, he forced a 5er, which so there's no way he was getting a bomb on that one. That was his 10th kill there.
Oh, that was the 10. Ugh.
Yeah, because Red Darkness do not drop 5ers.
You get a 40% on the 5th one for them too, right? I think it's like 5 and
6 and 8.
Oh, 6 and 8. Okay.
Yep.
I still don't know my globals well.
I know them. I know them in the bomb group category. Not exactly all the categories, but I have a the only group that I have memorized are the bomb droppers. But there's 4 different categories, so yeah, it's the best one.
I need to learn the coward count, so all the hearts.
Well, that one is just pretty much every single. You get a chance every single one. The heart group, every single drop, or 8 of the 10 drops are hearts or fairies. There's a single rupee on, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. I think it's like 3 and 7 or 3 and 8 or something, 3 and 9 maybe. But the rest of them are all hearts or fairies.
We need a fun Zelda mnemonic, like a rap. So chat, get on that for me.
Yeah, right. The bomb one's good to know too, because even if you don't count globals, you can get hints. Like the bomb group is bomb, rupee, clock, rupee, heart, bomb, rupee, bomb, heart, heart. I remember that one. Like if you see 2 hearts in a row, you know for sure you're on a bomb chance. If you see a heart, you know you have like a 40% chance at the next one, or 66% chance that it's on the next try. There's lots of math you can do, but global fun.
Billick got his bomb, so he's gonna have a good shot going in here for Manhandle, huh?
Oh, nice.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yep, Manhandle cooperated there.
John counting, so he got his guaranteed bomb there.
Which he desperately needed. He's only had one, I just realized. That's good.
He'll get a nice count up again here in this room, so he goes into his magical breakfast room, or just breakfast room, sorry, and then he'll get the bombs.
Yep. Just 1 second here.
Billick being nice and not slaughtering innocent red Octoroks for no reason, like John does. Not John gets him. His count. Alright, John getting the clock at 4:34. It looks not too far behind. He's got his 8 bombs, so he's good. He can blaze through the next couple rooms. What you see Billick trying to do here is that invisible block there. You can't see it, but you can't just walk straight up. So
yeah, the old dark block clip over there. When I first started running this game, I was so confused. Well, I was just like, I know they do it. I know they just walk up here and they they're good. Nowadays, we can clip so fast there that you hardly even notice it stopping unless you're paying attention.
I know on CRT, it's very easy to see where you need to stop because there's a little yellow pixel. I don't know what it's like on a flat screen.
Yeah, it is nice on the playing on CRT. You can see every little pixel and everything.
All right, John just blazing through this. Add beams, loses them. You don't really need them right now. He just got to get a few more hits in.
Yeah, you just stay alive. Be careful. Oh, there we go.
All right, let's see. John grabbed it at like the 4:30 something, and Billick's getting it at the 5, so he's a little bit to catch up here. But again, we saw deaths on both sides, so there's going to be chances to catch up.
Yeah, you see how quickly it can change. See, the person that doesn't die in this run, it's likely the person to win.
It is a lot of pressure to play it safe but go fast, not die. A lot of riding on.
Tough speedrun, man. It's a tough speedrun, and especially tough to race.
But the tougher the race, the more fun it is to watch.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
nice bomb
beautiful.
from Bill.
Doesn't even need the heart. Good world wrap. Oh, the ladder. The ladder is trickier than it looks. And John did that beautifully.
That's the hardest clip in the game, yeah, usually. It's because it doesn't have a real good visual. After you do it 8 bazillion times, you got a feel for it, but it's hard to say, okay, go right here and clip. You just got to kind of feel it.
Up ladder in Dungeon 4, I feel like is very hard. Even though you do have a visual for that, I just feel like that tapping is just like...
Probably because it's to the left side. See, the flick is a little different. I don't do taps at all. I think most of the... If you started running for a long time, I think we all do flicks now. So basically, if you try to tap, it gets pretty hard. If you just take like the end of your finger, like on scrolls, I do left thumb down, and you just kind of flick.
Interesting. I'll have to watch like a hand video of that. I always do taps still. Ooh, that Octorok was about to shoot John, but if you hold up, most of the time you can just kind of dodge it.
I may have just heard a knock. Give me 1 second.
Yep. All right, so John gonna do 2. Gonna get that magical boomerang. We see Billick doing his world wrap now. And beautiful. He's on his ladder. And beautiful again. Wow, both of them. Such a great job. Right, John, there's a little bully one here, and you can get him, the others die. And if they're throwing the boomerang out, you get the bombs. So he's now at his full bombs. Making easy work.
Right, just hearing things. You're stuck with me a little longer.
We weren't talking bad about you. Chat, play along with me.
It's okay if you were.
All right, that was very fast for John. He had a little bit of a struggle last time. Just he'd set a bomb down and the Gurias would move, but ooh, going for this key.
Yeah, we talked about it last race, and could also be that he wanted bombs here because he's kind of short on bombs. I mean, he was fine on bombs, but who knows?
Billick went pretty high north, so he got clipped in a block, but it pushed him down, which was kind of fun to see visually. Using those beams nicely.
Yep, beams is great for level 2.
I feel like that was an accidental watch or clock grab for Billick, but they weren't too far away. The worst part about grabbing the clock is they stop, and so it makes combat easier, but it makes your times go way down, because then you got to chase them instead of them chasing you.
Yeah, it's a one. Well, I won't say the one, but a place in the run where you definitely don't want to clock those guys.
Oh, this is a beautiful room for Billick there. Man, I think that was like almost just bomb stab, bomb stab.
Yep, it's ideal. He actually did it backwards. Normally, I'll stab bomb, and he bomb stabbed, which is interesting. It worked then.
Oh, nice double fairies. That must have been his count was at 16.
Yep, I didn't even see it, but was a fairy explosion? Yep.
Yep, yeah, 2 fairies for the price of 1.
That's really fun, interesting. Sometimes when you do that, you can, if you shoot bomb a bunch of Zols or something together, and you're on 16, you could get upwards of 5-6 fairies blasting out at once. It's pretty funny. The old fairy explosion.
At the last race I calmed on, I saw there was a 4 fairy room. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, those are really fun. Sometimes really in handy too. And level 8, if you can run it, if you're like have a heart left or something, get your arrows out and run a count up to the Pole's Voice right before Gleeok and shoot them through one of those little groups. You can get 3 or 4 fairies, which is very nice for your refill and to get you.
Yeah, sorry, chat. I was about to answer that question, but yeah, basically what he said is right. They are in the group where they just drop a lot of rupees, so you just kill them. There's a frame chance that it drops an item or not, so it's half luck and half just kill rupees or kill the ropes. Okay, so let's see. John is getting his secrets. Then he's gonna get his 100. He's gonna buy his candle. He's doing just textbook right now. Nothing crazy's happening. He's looking pretty good. He's got his hearts. He's got his counts still. Ooh, nice clip. He's making Billick really work for this one. Now Billick's doing his south again stuff. He'll remember his secret, hopefully, so he'll be faster than last time. Oh, Tectite, so mean. Heart rock, heart. Ooh. And there's that blue can. Oh, did he already get his candle? I don't remember. All right, John entering level 5. He's got his money, so he's gonna get his bomb upgrade, which is nice because then you get a fresh refill for the Olive Garden room, the room of requirements, whatever you want to call it, the Dark Nut room, where bombs come in. The major play for your times. Billick's getting his 100 secrets, so he's gonna be nice on bombs too, or nice on money for his bomb upgrade. Okay. see how many keys John kills here. Trick is to kill him while not taking hits, so he's doing. So, question in chat: what is no Up+A? So, on the secondary controller, if you press up and A while you're in the start menu, it'll automatically do a kill. So you can use that to like basically what they call like the. Oh, now I'm spacing it. You can go back to like the start screen, so you can go, if you're on the overworld, back to where you get your sword pickup or the start of a dungeon, so you can kind of warp around. And this category disallows that. So this category kind of like says you can't do that. In 100%, you kind of use that to like warp around, but not too much extra. Like double backing and stuff like that. So I think it's more of a legacy thing. Like I think that just used to be what people did, and so now it's just kind of a popular category. All right, John, easy work. Got his breadstick, his loot or recorder, whatever you call it. And now he's headed out of there. Ton of hearts, so it's not going to be a very scary. And 9 bombs. So he's looking good. Billick catching up. Depending on his Darknet room, he's going to put some good pressure on John here. Still not even about halfway through. So we still got a lot of dungeons to go through. And some heavy combat ones. Ooh. That was a good bomb there for Billick. Got 7 bombs, so he doesn't have to be bomb shy, but you do want to like wait and make sure you get some good alignments here. Ooh, nice fairy, so he can use his sword strats too to supplement his bombs. Using those really nice. Ooh. That little Gibdo jab there is always kind of scary for me still, but John clipped through him real nice. Gotta pick up some keys. Kill the boss and be done with it. So he's got plenty of hearts, so this is not scary, but let's see if he's still, yep, taking the bottom route. It's a safer route. Without beams, those bunnies kind of get in your way. Alright, so you're going to bomb, whistle, and then probably stab for John here. Yeah. He does a fun job of making John chase him. Doesn't want to die. Who can blame him? Oh, Billick getting that bomb pack very nicely. It's a little scary. You got to stab him. He goes into his iframes, and then you got to try to grab him before his iframes run out. Otherwise, you take a decent bob. All right, and John is going to whistle here to 4. He's going to come over here. He's going to burn the bush. Get that BT Racing Heart, as we call it. And then head to 1. He's taking a swag wrap around here. If you do it perfectly, I think it saves time, but you could just walk over. John likes his fun showy off stuff, which is fun. And a bush here. Alright, Billick heading into the boss. He's also in a good spot here. He's got tons of health, plenty of bombs. So nothing too scary as far as like safety goes. We're worried about, his time. So if he can get them to not chase. But he's got double bombs, which is good. You hit it, you go up. You just have to worry about the menu as far as time loss goes, where John had to chase it a little bit. So kind of your pros and cons to using a bomb or not. Especially when you have a ton of bombs, it's nothing to worry about. Alright. John, blow up the wall. Sometimes you can get the little staff hose to line up nicely. You can stab them, and if they're on like a full tile, they'll like move to where you stabbed them. On the half tiles, they don't do it so much. Or if they're like in between walking, I should say. Alright, yeah. As we talked about if you were with us in the first race, level 1, a little bit of a breather. Oh, nice fairies. I don't know if he was going for that, but that was great. If you're on the 16th and you get the kill for each one, they'll all release the fairy. Alright. Ooh, pesky keys. Alright. Billick getting his 30. Heading up to his 1. One's a quick dungeon, so he's not too far behind. Doing his pirouette. If you've never seen that, it's quite fun. You walk in, the north door is locked, but you leave and you come back, and now it's unlocked. So it's a nice little stave a key. There are keys to the left and the right, but you won't see them get them unless they're just desperate for keys. John doing some farming here. I don't know if he's getting his count up or... They're a really good money group too, so you can get like some easy money off of them. The little wall masters there. Maybe he's going to force a bomb off of this guy. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Now he's got 10 bombs. Let's see. He's in level 1, so he's going to go to level 6 next. We'll see him buy some arrows, get the power bracelet, get the master sword. And now he just has, you know, plenty of bombs to do that as well. Meanwhile, Billick just picked up his raft. So he's got just a few rooms to go. No real combat until you get to the boss here. You already got the key. John doing a nice wrap there. Getting his bows. Now this room here that Billick's in, there is the regular boomerang. So if you get it, you still have to get the magical one, so there's no real point. And him not choosing to fight the Wall Masters. He's got plenty of money, and 7 bombs is more than enough. So he's going to get it out there a little bit faster than John might have. Oop. John on his way to get that Master Sword. Good clip there. Walking past those Lionels can be a little scary, even with a ton of hearts. They deal some damage. Billick taking a hit, but getting a hard drop, so... Dancing over the river. Nice cleans for Billick, too. Everybody's doing some clean scrolls here today. They take a lot of practice, and you can still kind of like, if you don't do the taps or the flicks right, it can be a little mean. Alright. Everyone wish John luck in 6. 6 is one of those, you know, you go through and you can do it just fine, but if you take that first death, it's hard. But John's got 9 bombs, plenty of hearts. Ooh, Billick getting past those Lionels. He's putting the pressure on for John here. All right. The Lionels are being nice there for Billick. Face to the right. Now there's a nether entrance there. The Armos to the left and to the north. You can go in there. I think if you do it like perfectly and whistle, you can save like a tiny bit of time because you skip the animation phrase. Ooh, Billick gets 2 bomb drops. Meanwhile, John doing a nice clearing out of this room. Getting his wand, which again is fun, but you'll never see him use it, most likely, unless they're just having a laugh. The regular enemies, they can die to it, but like, I don't think everything can die to it, so no real like combat advantage to having that versus, you know, they've got magical swords now, so that's dealing like 4 points of damage. Alright, scary room for Billick, but he's got... Oh, he's doing great. scary in the fact that that bubble chases you, and then you can't use your sword, so you gotta rely on bombs. But oh, nice clock. All right, John's doing good. The second of the harsh combat rooms here. Lining up on those half tiles, as you see, is how you avoid. You're gonna get the book in level 8, I believe. So they're gonna get that coming up next. You're gonna go into level 8. You're gonna go left. You're gonna take some stairs, bomb some stuff, get the book there. What the book does is when you have the magical rod, it'll add a fire element to it. So if you just shoot the magical rod now, you're doing what the Wizrobe's beam shots are. And if you get the book, it adds a little fire to it. So I think they can light up the room, stuff like that. Question chat, do they get the rings? They'll only get the red ring because that's the only one that's required. You can get the blue ring, but you have to go get the red ring anyways. And it costs 250 rupees to get the blue ring, so that's a lot of extra money requirement. So usually you're going to see that being skipped, especially in the 100%. The big shield is a purchasable item, so I think there's at least 2 shops. There's also like 120 rupees, I think. You see that, I think, in the Armos. I don't remember, it's been a while. You don't have to get that one because it's considered a consumable. The likes can eat it, so it's considered like a consumable. So even though it's called 100%, it is not required for the 100% category. John doing some bush burning here. Yep, there's a 91 right here. You see John's screen, but he does not have to get it. And there's a 121 somewhere else. All right. Billick's in a good spot here. He can even take the hit that John died to, and boom, gets a bomb, just leaves it because he's full of bombs, so who needs that? Goma just takes one hit. Boop, beautiful. And he is out of level 6. All right, we see John, I believe now, is on his way to the book. In the early... So they called it the Bible, and then they changed it, I believe, for the North American release. I can't understand why. I'm just teasing. But he's got the book. What's fun is they didn't change the sprite, so it still has the Japanese, like, right to left reading format, which is fun. Alright. And Billick here going to his level 8. Level 8 again, very scary. But going in with full hearts makes it at least a little less scary. And you get plenty of opportunities if they play nice to get your hearts, and you get your fairy. See, John got a nice little fairy there. So at least the game is not too mean in making you do all this combat and then not rewarding you. Ooh, double fairy for John. Takes a few bops to get it, but worth it. Ooh, this clip's being a little mean for Billick here. Yeah, it's gotta fight the Gibdos. The Gibdos deal a decent amount of health. Or damage, I should say. And he's getting his book. Let's see. You're allowed to play on the Switch. I don't think any of the runners currently are playing on any of the Switches or the Wii. Was it the Virtual Console? I think most of them have an NES. As far as I know John does. I'm not 100% sure about Billick. The NES has a faster refresh rate, if I remember correctly. So it is like a fraction of a second faster. So especially for the Dark Nuts, you get like just one more heads up for them to turn versus if you're playing on any of the like emulators like the Switch. I know the Wii is especially, or yeah, the Wii has a little bit more of a difficulty curve on that one. So it's going to be, for every room you go to, like fraction of a second's just slower because of the refresh rates. All right. Billick doing good. He's got this last hit here. Grab his key, and then he's going to go. John doing something here. Oh, trying to use his pause strats. Took the bubble hit anyway, so that's going to take his countdown if that's what he was going for. He might have been setting up for like the... You can force the fairies on these bunnies here to just get some guaranteed hearts. 4 is a little scary. John is a very seasoned player, so he can use his pause strat should he need it. But wish him luck as he goes in. And Billick doing great here. The little bubbles can be mean, but he gets the heart. Gonna go get the all key here. I just call it that. I don't think the lion key. Just has an A in the name, so I like all key. When Yumi comes back, he can say what he likes to call it. All right, John leaving 8, and now he's gonna go to 7. Any key? That's a good name.
What happened exactly? Is it for the last couple of days?
Yeah, like it just keeps going out, man.
Oh.
Like it was happening.
Now we can hear Yumi.
Just now. I don't know if you were doing something.
At least I can. I don't know if chat can hear you.
Damaged cable outside.
So it was weird because it was at like right at midnight. The last couple times happened.
Yeah, okay, everyone can hear him. That's funny. I don't know if I can text him on Discord or something like that.
And it was cut off. It happened during the day on yesterday. Like I just cut off it. One time I had them reboot like a signal or whatever. But the other 2 times, like if I just have to go get unplugged.
Alright, I text him. Anyways, we can just hear him in the background.
But yeah.
Alright, so let's see where we're at. Okay. John going to his level 7. Level 7 is one of those, it can be really scary because you just take like a ton of little hits. It's not like the last room where you saw where they deal a ton of damage. This one is just, you're trying to be fast and then boom, boomerang to the face. Alright, getting his bomb upgrade. He did his little, dropped all his bombs off so he gets the free arrow throw. And Billick getting the kill. Beautiful. So he's going to be leaving his level 8 here. He's got 1 more heart container to get. Wait, no. Yeah. And that'll be maxed. Ooh, a fairy grab. It's always good to have beams. Not a lot of required combat rooms up ahead for John, but you know, still nice to have full hearts. Billick doing his shopping. If you go south on the Armos, like if you touch him from the bottom, you automatically take a hit. So you'll see him do it from like the top or the side. God's Fairy. In any percent, level 7's not too worried about your bombs, but in any percent, it's a little bit scarier because there's a lot of bomb walls you have to blow up. So you got to make sure you're either getting your counts in or you have to do a couple cleanup rooms to get some bombs. All right, Billick about to go into his level 7 here. John's about done with level 7. He's got to fight this Dig Dogger here, and then fight the Aquamentus, but that's... If you get the bomb in, it's like 1 stab. Or you don't even need to bomb, because you got the Master Sword now, so... See what he does. Those coming in close here. I thought he was going to get a stun line, which would just be for fun. You don't have to kill this. Alright. John using just his sword, but he's got beams, so If the bubble hits him, it'll be a little tricky, but played it very well. Billick's on his way. Ooh. Took a light pop. Ooh, fairy. Yeah, I'd grab it too. So, that boss is nothing when you got the magic sword. Just 2 hits. John is going to leave level 7. And so now John's going to go to level 9. Billick's going to go get his red candle soon. He's got nice shield. So if you face the boomerangs there, you don't take any damage. It's just when you're not facing the boomerang. So if you do a little like tap, you can avoid it. Which is way easier said than done. Because there's so many little gorillas there, trying to keep track of all of them, all their boomerangs. Oh, John took a rock hit. Which you've got a ton of hearts. It's just never fun. Billick just plowing through everyone in his way. That is a static bomb room, so should you ever want bombs, you can just kill everyone in there. Gonna do the double bomb drop. Kill the little Digletts. Get out of there as fast as it can. Because you can just drop the bomb and then walk. You don't have to worry about anything else. They usually are going to be grouped up nicely. That always works. Oh, Billick also going to do the stab route. Well, the bubbles are being nice so far, so that's good. Alright. John working his way through level 9 here. He'll go get his red ring. Patcher being a little... He was high enough north, so it wasn't too scary, but... Alright, and Billick is out, so we got ourselves basically John's race to lose. The blue candle and the red candle. So the blue candle, you can only use it once in a screen. And the red candle, you can use it as many times as you want in a screen. So it's a lot better for like combat if you want to use it in combat. But in the overworld, if you're playing it casually, you can just kind of burn as many bushes as you want. You don't have to like leave and come back, that's what the blue candle does. All right, John got his red ring, so yeah, unless anything goes horribly wrong, he's gonna just tear through this dungeon now. There's just still some trickiness, like those whiz robes. If you take too many hits to the face, if you're just trying to rush, you can lose a lot of hearts. And these patchers deal like 1 heart of damage every time, I think, with the red ring on. So you can't be too reckless with them as well. You have one mandatory patcher fight, and there's one that's going to block the staircase later on. So you have to play it just careful enough to not really take too much abuse. But every time you get a heart, it's like the equivalent of 4 hearts without the red ring. Alright, Billick's gonna go get his red ring, so wish him luck. The clip is the scariest part, because you've got like the bubbles coming at you if they bump you. If you miss it the first time, then the whiz robes are in place to shoot you. Scary stuff. Alright, here's the patcher. John got it. Very nice. He clicked the south clip. You can get like the clip to the right, depending on the patterns. I don't know the patterns well enough to tell you like when to do that one and when not, but John's a pro, so he can just read the room as soon as he walks in. Good bomb for John. He got it. Ooh. Had to use the bomb there because he got hit by a bubble. Wanted to get out of there as fast as he can, so. Now he's got silvers, and that's the last thing he needs. So he's going to go and fight Ganon. All right, Billick almost to the red ring. This is the scariest room here. And ooh, see if you that clip, they just shoot you. You might choose to clear out the room. Oh no! And Billick takes his first death, I believe. Let's see if he can. Yep, okay, perfect. He's going to continue on. John's down to 4.5 hearts, so that's still quite a bit of abuse he can take. All right. Now Billick has to go back, unfortunately, to go get that red ring. The rules for when you die in this particular tournament, since it's the no Up+A, is if you're in the overworld, you have to go back to that screen you died on immediately. You can't go into any dungeons or any caves. If you're in a dungeon, you just have to go back to that scene or screen at some point. But it was the required screen anyways for Billick, so he'll have to go back there right away. Yeah, red's usually the upgraded version of stuff. Although, that's not true for the enemies, because the red Octoroks are the weaker enemies. Oh, John, having some fun here. If you put a bomb, and then it explodes right on the transition screen, it overwrites the palette, and you get this nice black and white palette here. If you go into your menu, it takes it away if you change screens. And, alright. Get your GGs ready here. Bombing Ganon for funsies. No long arrow strats again. Alright, and he's got a race time, it looks like 40:45. GG. 40:49, according to the... His splits say 40:45, but I think there is a bit of a delay in how they do it in the race time. Let's see if he wants to come in for an interview. Yeah, 9 is just really mean. Even with the extra hearts you get in the 100%. Just waiting on seeing if anybody wants to come in. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I can try to tell you. I don't know if they've gotten an invite yet. And we're visited by John. Hey, John.
A little bit happier with the second run than the first one.
Yeah, first one was a little rough.
Yeah. Hang on, let me mute the stream so I don't have an echo behind me. There we go. Yeah, it's just I got gridded a few times in 6 in that first race, and it kind of spiraled, but got back on track, and I think Billick's in the post-race thing, if you can drag him up there. But yeah, so yeah, in the first race, I was listening to commentary. Hey, Billick, GG's.
GG.
Hold on, I got you as an echo. I got to figure out how to.
So I So in the first race, I gridded in 6 and kind of spiraled into trouble and became multiple deaths. I was kind of felt like I didn't get enough time to warm up, but then the second race I didn't die, so I felt a little better about that. Billick, you were doing JSR's route in the first race, and I assume in the second too, right?
Yeah, kind of a
it sounded like
modified version. Actually get the cheap meat at the end instead of the expensive. Usually, in the first race, I got the expensive meat because I died so many times in 8. I actually had the money to get the expensive meat.
Are you routing in potion? Is that why you're doing cheap meat?
No, I don't. I don't have enough money for potion without getting more.
Because I've seen people do that route, but like get the cheap meat and then buy a blue potion or something. But yeah, I said in the chat in between races that I would go JSR route if I was low on money, and that's what happened this race. We were on the same route this time, and because I was at exactly 60 leaving 2, and the JSR route has a little bit less money pressure because you're not right at 80 at the end of level 1, so you don't necessarily have to get the bush. But I was still behind on money. That's why I was farming Wall Masters in 1 and Zols in 6. But there are chances, so it's not. I didn't end up having to get the bag of 30 at all. I just got the meat on the way to 8, as the route usually goes. I've been running that in a while. It's nice not having to do that any road walk. It's only like 3 screens slower, so it's if you're not doing the HUD clip, it's not much slower at all, I don't think. So I'm glad that route is still alive, at least for race purposes, because I think it's good. It's a good PB route if you're new to the category too.
Yeah, it's a nice comfy route to start with. I'll probably switch to a harder route at some point if I keep doing the category. But yeah, that's the route I learned, so I just stuck with it for the tournament.
And the nice thing is the level order is the same. So if you want to switch to the harder route, it's not that big a jump. It's just you do things you just do the overworld slightly different. And yeah, I do. And 100, I think 100% was the first one where I switched to 3 first, because it's the middle game bomb pressure is so much less, and the end game you get red ring, so that's easier too. And it's a really fun. So if you're like just learning to do 3 and 4, it's a great way to start. If you have a 2 first time and any percent no obey and want to branch out, and I really like this category and I recommend it.
Yeah, and that's pretty much exactly where I'm at. I'm 2 first, 80% runners, which I'm trying to learn 3 first. So that's a good introduction. I didn't actually. Wasn't comfortable enough with 3 first to do it for any percent in the tournament, so I'm doing 2 firsts.
Yeah.
For now, eventually I want to learn 3 firsts for any percent as well.
Yeah. Well, doing it. Doing 3 first hundo is a great way to get into that. So good luck as you continue.
But yeah, neither of those runs were very good. I had trouble in 3. At least I didn't die in 3, at least, but I ran out of bombs in the first race, and I had to farm. And then I messed up my screen scroll, and my spawns got all messed up, and things kind of went sideways. And then I kind of pulled it together in the middle there, and then 8 just went complete disaster. I died like 3 times in 8.
If you die once in 8, it's really hard to recover unless you you get like a fairy drop from the first Dark Knight and Lagoon 1 on the way back in.
I was actually good shape, and then I took a couple of bops in the room to the left of the second blue, or to the right of the second blue lagoon, and I was down to 3 hearts. And then I heard Yumi talk about panicking, and like that's exactly what happened. I panicked there when I got stuck in the corner, and I'm not like comfortable with pause strats, so yeah, I really can panic when I get in a spot like that. That's what happened.
Yeah. Oddard saying in chat, it's a good introduction to 3 first and a bad introduction to 2 first. Yeah, the 2 first hundo route's pretty good too, but it just has that one really hard room right at the beginning. So you can, if you only have time to practice that room, and the rest of the run easier. 2 first is a good option, and a few people are running that in this tournament. But if you're ready to move to 3 first, I like this category a lot for that. So
Yeah, I did a 2 first in my first qualifier just to get a time on the board. And then I got an okay time, so I decided to do 3 first. I ended up getting a PB in my qualifier, so I was probably punching
Nice.
a little above my weight for this tournament because that's can't really do much better than a PB. So
yeah.
but today's races just didn't go very well.
Huh.
Actually,
I will say this.
oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say I was doing a practice run before, and I was like 3 seconds behind PB pace going into 7 when we had to stop. So it was kind of like it would have been nicer to take that one.
You could have just like replayed the VOD and said, "I'm racing live," but no, don't do that. But yeah, I think this is our last tournament race today. No, tomorrow night I have a swordless with Jay Coper. I think there's at least one other thing on the schedule tomorrow night, but I don't know off the top of my head. And I don't think we have free streams scheduled for that yet either. So I guess I'm gonna work on that tonight. I think that's all we have left, unless Red Octa, you want to play us out? Speak, or we'll try. We'll pass it to Travis to.
Sure thing.
That was
Oh, look.
the Battle for Hyrule 2. Hey, Yumi's back.
Oh, I must.
Yumi, you can say goodbye for us.
Is he actually back, or did his internet just reconnect? Because
The ghost of Yumi is back.
I was listening during the race, and I did notice that his internet reconnected, and then during the race, we heard him talking to his cable guy a bit in the background. But
I gave him a shout. I don't know if that heard me or if his internet died again.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we'll post race interview him. But
Discord
anyways,
is-
great race, both of you. That was fun to watch, I have to say.
Thank you. And GG
And
again,
so
Billick.
Stay tuned for
more. Yeah.
Yeah, stay tuned for more in the
Travis
next
can
few
tell us
days. Next restream, I'm not even sure if that's scheduled yet. I don't think so. But we'll let you know as soon as we can. Pretty sure there's something on the schedule tomorrow. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'll hit you up later and we'll figure it out.
Alright. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a blast today. GG's to John and to Billick. Big shout out to Red Octorok and the ghost of Why Must You Hate Me. And that's it for now. Thank you.